Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to talk about another AI program, Midjourney. And if you are one of these people that you're afraid so much of AI, I don't really care, and maybe, yeah, I don't really care. So, we have talked in a previous video about the ChatGPT, how it helps us on having better copies and everything. And you know my opinion, I don't believe that AI is going to actually replace us, but I think that there are going to be people that are going to be talented and gifted, that they're going to control the API. Of course, we're not going to have all of these bad copywriters that they were just working, because this main job and even better job will be done by ChatGPT, and there are other people that are going to correct it, which are the good people that they are working in the industry of copywriting. But now we have Midjourney. Midjourney is an AI which is generating images. I was playing a little bit with it because I want to find my cover for my new book, and I have some Airbnb properties, and I was thinking about painting in the wall, and I was taking ideas of how and what I should put in the walls as a painting. And of course I went to ChatGPT. I told to ChatGPT what kind of rooms I have, with what kind of colors and everything, and I'd ask it to write some text so that I can go to Midjourney and produce these images, and it was very nice. And I thought, how can we actually use this with Facebook ads? I have some ideas, and this is why I thought that I should create a video, because even if you're going to use it for Facebook ads or not, it's a very good thing to go and play a little bit with it, because it's AI, and as I said, we need to embrace it and use it, and then use our own way of thinking and all of the things that we are specializing for. And instead of rejecting it and not staying super updated and not embracing new technologies, like some people that they just want to live in the Middle Ages. Okay, so my initial thought, it was that I have some real estate properties here in Greece, and I have some new ones that I have already finished renovating after buying them. Basically, here in Greece, the thing that we do is that we take big areas and we separate them to different apartments, either for selling or Airbnb. This one is going to go for Airbnb. And I was thinking that I want to create my own paintings for the Airbnbs. And this is how I started watching about Midjourney. But before we do that, I came to ChatGPT. And what I have done is that I have described a little bit of what I need from ChatGPT. First of all, I came and I said, do you know Midjourney bot AI? He said that the ChatGPT said that doesn't know it. I told to what is this, and then what I want from you is help to give to this AI and imagine prompt that will help me create wall art for 3 Airbnb apartments. I want you to write the imagine text that will use to the AI too, that will generate the image. Then the AI tells me okay that, and then I gave exactly how my apartments are looking, that they have marble floors with grey waters, and that all the colors are white, and white of the eyes and grey, lighting, 40 square meters, that they look spacious and stuff, black windows and everything. So it gave me 2 texts, one for the bedroom, one for the living room, and I told it that for the second one, which is the bedroom, I want something which is not so intense in colors, because people need to sleep there apparently. So it created this text over here. Now, let's start and let's go a little bit to show you how Midjourney is working. So initially, I didn't know how it was working because I was used to ChatGPT, so I thought that I would have to go to browser and stuff. It needs from you to have a Discord, and you put it into your channel of Discord. This is a paid thing, or you can do 25 variations, 25 different creations. But I paid it immediately because I wanted to play with it. I believe it's $10 per month, something like this. So initially I came here, and the way that it's working is that you come here and you press imagine, okay? and then you give the prompt, okay? Imagine a cow, a small cow drinking milk from her mother, or imagine a very nice moonlight or whatever, and two aliens walking on the moon. It's going to create basically anything that you can think of, but you need to understand that it's not operating like the ChatGPT that you go and you can say, okay, now make the alien red or make this. You have to start all over again because it's creating something from the scratch. It's like you're talking with an artist which is going to create something for you. So I came initially here and I described how my apartment was looking. Actually, here, if you see, it actually did very good job in finding how the marble and everything looks here. Of course, the black windows and everything, it found everything immediately on that. And this is the painting. Of course, I didn't want something like this, so I started playing more and stuff, and starting altering a little bit the text that ChatGPT gave me based on the results that I was getting. Anyway, this is too much here to show you. I think that I came up with this one, okay? So this one was my first breakthrough and I said, okay, I like this one. So when I uploaded it, because all of this most probably are also visible to all of the people. So whatever you create is not going to be just for you. There are other people that they can have access to them. I uploaded this one. Also, I will tell you at the end how it's working. Now we're discussing a little bit about ideas. And after creating all of that, then I started combining images together that they looked the same or I liked. And this is also another thing that you can do. So instead of imagine, you can say blend, and you can take image 1, 2, 3, and you can actually blend them together. So I did a lot of experimentation here. You can see that with purple thing, I tried to find ideas of other things. I didn't like that style. And then I came back to this kind of idea, which I liked more, and started playing a little bit more with that. And then I came up with this one eventually, which is a blend of something that I have created, some other people have created in the same style, and I blended them together and I created the ones that I will have on my living room. To me, they look quite amazing, and I was actually amazed. Let me tell you why. Of course, I'm not going to show here the brand and everything, but this is a store that I used to work in the past with. And I know very well that these paintings here were selling very well. These reviews are not fake, we were selling very well. And you can see that they are on the same style. These are things that people like. Now, I didn't put any direction to Midjourney to do something like this, but I know that what it created there, it's actually a very good seller in some of the stores because I was working with several canvas stores. Now, does this mean that they were using AI? Maybe. Does this mean that there are going to be in the future people that they will use Midjourney in order to produce canvas art? We will discuss it in a little bit. But I know that over here in this site, this way over here with these paintings, we were generating very good results. Now, let's go back here. And then I created something for the bedroom, actually, which is this one, you know, to have a little bit of different because it can give you variations. Now, I used ChatGPT for these reasons that I wanted to create art for my Airbnbs. I started playing a little bit. And because I have in my room some animals wearing suits and stuff, I said, okay, I'm going to test a little bit, and I said animals wearing suits. I can tell you that these look much better from the ones that I have, and it took me a lot of time to find the ones that I have. So with this one, I could just take the images and give them to someone to do it. Then I was playing a little bit with some things with my wife over here, doesn't matter. Then I started being fixated a little bit with steaks, and I said steak in a suit and everything. Let me tell you why. Then I played a little bit with cats because I am a cat parent, of course, and I was in suits. And now, let's go to the things that I want to show you. So here I started playing with steaks because I was thinking, let's say that somebody has a restaurant, okay? You don't have to cook a steak and then take the photographer to come to you and take the picture and stuff. You can make an image like this, and you can start running Facebook ads saying we have a special offer every Wednesday is a steak, blah, blah, this price and stuff, or whatever you may want, because you can do it like this. Now, the problem that I had initially, it was that this looks fake, okay? This looks like a cartoon. And this one, it doesn't look like it's real. But I will come to this one in a little bit. But then I started using these settings over here, okay? So I put the same thing exactly, and they said Canon EOR R5 35mm f1.8 lens, so that it's going to look realistic, so that Midjourney can understand that I want something that is going to look like it's coming from this camera. And you can see that the results are much better. It's not like you can realize if it's real or fake. And we can do the same thing here. You cannot realize it. And then I started creating ones that are going to be on the sunlight. And you can see that the results are very good. And you cannot actually, it's very difficult for you to understand if it's fake or not. And then I start playing on the same style with women, for example, with having the Eiffel Tower as a background. And I started thinking that if you see the texture, if you see everything here, and of course all of these women are just unique, okay? It's not like it's taking pictures from somewhere else, it's creating from the scratch, and it's not going to create anything similar to that, never, okay? No, not anything which is going to be exactly the same, it's not going to be created, just something similar maybe. Most probably these women don't even exist. Here you see it's taking the initiation, for example, to put tattoos over here. So it's an amazing tool, it's amazing what it's doing. And you can see the textures and stuff. It looks like it looks amazing. This is what I was discussing with my video editor before we started the video. How easy it would be for someone who is who makes an Instagram channel, and he's taking, for example, this kind of images and he's uploading, making a very good Instagram channel, like a photographer, for example. Okay, it would be very easy. Or this one, for example. Okay, which I gave it as other variations and everything. Now, then I played a little bit and I told to do a Greek moussaka, of course, because I was thinking that I wanted to create a video and same idea about using it in order for you to do ads for your restaurant or whatever as a local business. And then I did a moussaka with Greek salad on the side, and it did also that. Then I did samosa, which is an Indian food, because I want to see if it understands the different foods and everything. So it was working pretty well. And then my video editor came today for the video shooting, and we were discussing about having cows in how it's called, because it's a new word for me, meadow, and poppies, red poppies, okay? And by the way, since we are here, let's do it right now with more realistic, okay? So let's see how it's going to work. So if we do imagine here, so that I can show you also the different things that you can do, and we can take also the settings here so that it's going to look better. Let's put here details. Okay, so now it says waiting to start. It's going to start showing a little bit of how it creates it and stuff, and then when it's 100%, it's going to complete it. Basically, it's actually a little bit funny because you can see it, you see now it's blurry and stuff, you don't know what it's going to show you and everything. I'm very curious to see how realistic it's going to look comparing to the other one, because if you don't put this kind of variation, it looks a little bit of cartoonistic. So here, 62%, and it's ready. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I don't think that it looks too real to me, to be honest with you. Maybe the first one, yeah. I think maybe we need to put other settings on the camera, but you get my point. If you put camera settings, it's going to look more and more realistic. Now, the thing that you can do here is that you can do upscale, because these are small images, and you can do upscale to one of them if you want to take it in a bigger quality, not in a bigger, in a higher size, so that you will be able to use it. And the other one is variation of 1, 2, 3, or 4. For example, if we press variation of number 1, which is one I liked most as the one, it's going to give me 4 variations of number 1. Okay, and if I press upscale, then it's going to give me just the picture of this one that I chose. Now it's doing the variations over here, and it's going to change some things here and there, okay, just to give you a variation of the image that you're actually using. Okay, so here we can see that it's changing a little bit of something, okay? So let me see any major changes. For example, we can see the colors of the cow over here, okay? It's different. The spots here are different. The flowers here are different. It's just different variations of stuff, okay? So that you can decide. Now, another thing that, as I said, you can do is you can blend. what I have done here is this. So I took 3 paintings of Picasso. One of them is Côte d'Azur, is one of my favorite paintings from Picasso. And then I put, then Côte d'Azur doesn't have a face, it does have pigeons and stuff on it. And then I took another painting with a face and everything, and I blended them together. Actually, let me see here if I can see. Yeah, we can see here. So this is number 1 that I took. This is number 2 as an image, which is another one which is typical, similar to Côte d'Azur. And this is Côte d'Azur. Okay, so we took this one, this one, this one, and we blended them. And this is what it created. For me, it's another amazing thing. By the way, I forgot to tell you that in my Airbnbs, I also blended images in order to make the variations that I really like. And then I press the variation button to take the best ones. For example, in the initial that I showed you on Airbnb, the gold color over there, it came because I blended it with another image that had gold colors. But here we can see that it actually kept the style of Pablo Picasso on this one. On this one, I took Côte d'Azur, 2 paintings of Côte d'Azur, and I blended them together, which are exactly the same, but then it created different variations out of that. This is nice, you know. For example, you can create some art by references to one of your favorite artists or the favorite paintings that you like from this artist. Then I told it to create in Picasso style Don Quixote, you know, different things, or you know, Picasso painting showing birds. I think that it's a very good tool for all of us to use if we want to, you know, I can see several and different ways of using it. First of all, I use it for my own personal use, for your house, for whatever you want to create. Secondly, I think that you can use it in order to build Instagrams. Of course, it's not ethical to, you know, say lies to people, but for example, if you have a restaurant and you want to upload one of your foods, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. You can create something there, and a lot of times this is a very big issue for people that they have small businesses that they don't have the content. Maybe this is going to help them have content to upload on their social media. Another thing is for Facebook ads, you can use this kind of images for a restaurant. Is it going to be for a water sport that you want to put, for example, let's say, okay, I don't know if it's going to work, but let's see. Let's say imagine a group of 4 friends doing water sports, and in particular banana. I don't know if you know what banana is, but it's actually a banana that it's being carried by a boat, and there are 3 people that or 4 people that they see to it. Basically, they try to hold themselves while they're inside the water. But let's see what Midjourney is going to produce. So let's say that you're having water sports, okay? Let's say that you're having a ski and stuff, and you want to produce content for that. I'm a little bit worried of what we're going to see here. I don't really like it. Okay, let's see, but it doesn't look well. Okay, I think that it thinks that the banana is cano. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, this okay. It looks strange. Okay, it needs more calibration, I guess, and putting it in another way and actually explaining it. But you get the point. You can create a content like this for anything that you have, instead of having a cameraman or a photographer guy inside the water while somebody is dragging 4 people in a banana. As a water sport. I think that you get the ways that you can use it. I hope that it's going to be a simulation for you to use it more and try to see how it can be used into your company. I don't think that it's something that you can use if you have, for example, a retail store with clothing and you can upload images and stuff from there to use it. But I think that it's going to help you a lot with creation, especially for small local businesses. One last feature that they have announced, if we see over here, it's that, let me see, I think it was here, describe. So now we have describe. That means that you can upload, let's say for example that you like one painting, for example, okay, and you want to see how you can create similar paintings to that. You can press slice describe and then upload this image, and it's going to give you the text that it's actually describing this image. Then by taking what you like and what you don't like from this prompt, you can put imagine and then try to produce your own thing with your own style. So that's all I had for you. I will still continue playing with ChatGPT, with Midjourney, with another AI that's going to come, another AI, whatever. And in my opinion, just embrace it, try to use it, see how you're going to become good with this. I'm seeing also a lot of courses on how to use the AI and everything, because everybody now wants to monetize from this new trend, which is the AI. But in my opinion, I think that this is something that everybody has to play on their own, and of course watch some videos here and there. I believe that the idea that I gave with the different specs of cameras and stuff, that it's making it realistic. By the way, this is something that I have seen from another video explaining about Midjourney, and this is how I first introduced to Midjourney, and then I said, okay, I'm going to use it, and now I'm making a video with my own experience. That's all. Don't forget that until we meet again, you can check my book or my free course, you can check my website and my paid course, and until we meet again, embrace AI, be creative, and be consistent.